Good afternoon, everyone. In this video, I'll talk to you about sorting. We're going to talk about manual sorting and quick sorting. For you to quickly sort the visualization, you could do that by so many different ways. First, you quickly sort from an axis or a header or a field label. So this is the first thing we're going to talk about. Either sorting through an axis, a header, or a field label. This means that you're going to be sorting from the visualization area over here. So let's create a viz. What would you like to create? Let's say sales, and let's say we have a region and a department. How about that? Okay. So now that we have this visualization, you guys know that you can swap the visualization with this icon. Now, let's swap the rows and columns. Now we'd like to sort. You can sort here with either hovering over this axis, the measure, and click on this icon. First click, you will click descending. If you click, the second click will be an ascending. The third click will actually clear the sorting. Now, the second way of sorting is sorting from a header. So you can sort from a header by going over here. So this is a header region, and you could just I'm sorry, you can see the A to Z. I'm not sure if you can clearly see that there's A to Z here. So you can sort here by region. So which region has the highest sales, for example. This is a descending order or an ascending order, as you can see. So here, mouse over. This is a clear sorting. This is sorting in a descending order. This is sorting in, actually, yeah, now we are sorting in an ascending order. Okay, so you can do that, or you can actually sort by a department now. So here you're sorting by technology seems to be having the highest sales, because this is a descending order. And over here, oh wait a minute, did I click? Yeah. So now it is sorting in an ascending order, and here is clearing the sort. Did it clear the sort? Oh, I'm not sure if it cleared the sort. So if you want to clear the sort, you just go to worksheet, and there is clear here and clear sorts. So now all the sorting is cleared. Like even if you sorted by an axis, by multiple different headers, you can just clear it by going to dashboard and clear it. Okay. Sorting also from a field label. You can also bring up here the sorting, I would call it the sorting window, or here you can sort by field. You can sort by alphabetical order if you want. You can sort by data source order. Data source order, guys, this is when you have relational database and that you're working with big data, all connected with the server. For us, we just most likely we're going to be using either alphabetical order if you want, but data makes more sense when you are sorting by the field. So you're sorting by the sum of sales. Now, what do we mean by nested sorting? Nested sorting is very interesting, guys, and very important when you have an LOD kind of bar graph like this. Let me add a little color here, and let me add the color for different departments so that we can see different colors within each region. Do you guys remember how do we add a color to the bars? We could add colors to the department bars by either dragging this department into the color, but make sure that when you drag department and you throw it into color, you don't drag it like this. You have to drag it with the holding down the control key. Look what happens when you drag department into the color. Now it's a stacked bar graph, right? Put it back. So you need to hold down the control key and to drag it into the color, okay? Another way to do it, if you're not comfortable with holding down the control key, is to actually take the department from the data pane and throw it into the color shelf. All right, now having this done, now we can easily see the different departments' colors. What is the nested sorting? Let's see what nested sorting is. Let's do nested sorting for sorting per each region. So over here, let's put nested and see what happens. Nothing happens, right? Nested. So it is actually nested by region. So here we want nested by sum of sales. Now we got what we want, right? So please select nested and by sales for the region, which is the first level of detail, and see what happens. You have, for the east, you have furniture first, which is the highest sales. It's in descending. Then it's not even kind of sorted. You would have here sorted by sum of sales. It will start with east, which is the highest sales. You see that it has the longest bars over here, then followed by central area, then followed by west, then followed by south. This is similarly to field and some data by field. It's similar. This is why it doesn't have a check, because it is similar to field sum by data. What I wanted to show you is what happens when you get nested and sum of sales here. This is now different. When you are doing a nested sorting for the second level of detail, or the granular level of detail, we call it here, the granular level of detail, you have in the east, you have furniture that has the highest sales, followed by technology, followed by office supplies. The same applies for central, and so on. What does that tell you? This tells you that you have, with the nested sorting, what happens is you actually sorting you're sorting each pane independently. This is when you add a level of detail here with Tableau. As you can see, guys, what happens is you can see that there are kind of like gray lines that separates east from central, from west from south. So we call this a pane, a data pane here, or a pane in the this. So this is the first pane, this is the second pane, this is the third pane, this is the third pane, right? In the rows, from the rows perspective. For this pane, you are, with the nested sorting, you are sorting in within this pane, okay? And then the sorting starts again in within this pane, and the sorting starts again in within this pane. While when you are sorting on the region level, for example, you're taking field, we already sorting also with the highest, and then we sorted secondly with each pane separately. So how can I do that? Let's clear the sorting. We can clear the sorting by a clear sheet or clear sorts. We want to clear sorts. So this is another way of clearing the sorts, by clearing the sorts here. And let's see what happens when you just use the nested here. So with this done, the order of the regions stays the same: central, east, south, west, yeah? And then the order, the nested sorting happens in each pane. But when you actually want to have a very neat this, if you want, you can sort first by the first level of detail, which is the region, then in granular level of detail, which is the department with the nested. Isn't that beautiful? So this is also one more thing to talk about when we're talking about sorting, guys. So this is it for sorting within the visualizations. And let's talk about the sorting options now within the toolbars. So let me just sum up what we just talked about right now. Sorting could happen through the visualization by either sorting through the measure easily here, as you can see. The first click, sorting descending, then ascending, then it clears the sort automatically. Then you can sort also by either one of these headers. So you can sort by either one of these headers by clicking on the icon. You can see very interesting options of sorting. You have sorting by a data source order. Data source order usually for relational databases. You can sort by alphabetical. You can sort by the field values. You can also sort by nested. If you sort by the field values, over here, this will start with the technology, because technology has the highest sales, total sum of sales overall. If you want to check whether what I'm saying is correct or not, just take region out and you see that technology has the highest, right? This is why when you sort by the sum of sales only, you get technology to be on top. However, when you sort by nested, you will get here the sum of sales sorted within each pane. And then you can sort also here alphabetical if you want, or you can sort with whatever sorting that you find interesting. So nested, and you clear the sorting from here. Let me just check one more time with the nested sorting. Yes, it's working nice. Let's try again with the field sorting. As you can see here, we always starting with the technology because technology overall has the highest sales. So I hope this is clear right now. Now we have also sorting through the toolbar. So we talked about this in class. You can just use the sorting ascending and descending from the toolbar. You can also sort these individual fields by either dragging. Let me check if I can drag and drop. So you can drag and drop. So you see south, I want to put it right on top. So I will first of all select it to be highlighted, as you can see, then hold down the key, the mouse key, and start dragging it. Do you see how the mouse, when it moves around, it will highlight that area in black, a solid line, so you can drop it wherever you would like it to be. So I said I want it to be right on top. So you can also have your own manual sorting based on your liking. Can we actually drag and drop this office supply, for example, and drag it and drop it here? Yes, you can do that as well. So you can drag and drop these fields on either level of detail, either here or under region or under department here for regions, within regions, and department within departments. You can change or rearrange the order accordingly by dragging and dropping. All right, so what else? I talked also in class about how you can sort here in the columns or in the shelves. You can't actually sort based on the measure from the drop-down menu over here. Can you see any sort options? No, you can't. You only can get the sorting options from the dimensions, because from the capsule or the field on the shelf from the field capsule here. So you can sort accordingly, and here is you can sort by either manual, or you can sort by the field, or you can sort nested if you want, but usually with region it doesn't make sense to sort nested. Usually we sort nested when it's department, so if you want we can try to sort here and choose nested from the drop down menu. You can choose ascending or descending based on, of course, sales and sum of sales. Later on I will show you how to change the aggregation. You can also change the aggregation to sum of sales and so on. I hope close it, and I hope this clears up the idea of sorting better than what we covered in class. In class, I didn't have enough time to cover sorting in a best way, and I hope in this video now you have conquered the way that you could sort data with Tableau. You can sort data by manually dragging and dropping these different items, select and then drag and drop. You can sort through the visualization with these icons, the AZ icon or this icon here on the measure. You can sort from the drop down menu. You can sort also through the drop down menu here, and we talked about how we do the nested sorting on the granular level of detail, or the level of detail more interesting, the ones closer to the bars here, the field, the dimension that's closer to the bars over here. All right, guys, this is it for this video. I would like you to kindly experiment with sorting the visualizations so that you can move on to the next video, where I'm going to talk a little bit about creating maps or spatial visualizations. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.